Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rasan427. Actually, today, I'm doing an Ultimate Edition review, and this is actually on a Stone Cold Steve Austin figure. This actually is the re-release of it, the greatest hits version of it, which Ultimate Edition just came out, I believe, like 2020. They're already doing greatest hits, which is not surprising. Once the figure go up in value, you might as well just sell it. It's because they will redo it. So once it goes in value, just get rid of it. That's exactly what I did with my Triple H, and I actually got it for I sold it for a lot and actually got it for a great price. But this Stone Cold Steve Austin figure, I'm a huge Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. He's definitely in my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. I grew up watching Attitude Era tapes and stuff like that back in like the mid 2000s and stuff. But I absolutely love Stone Cold Steve Austin. I do need some issues with this figure, and especially with the new Stone Colds I got, it's just the body on it is just way too small. They actually jacked up the arms on the new one, which actually is way more accurate because Stone Cold wasn't the biggest guy, but he definitely wasn't as small as this. But other than that, I do think this is a fantastic figure. I actually had this already. I actually never reviewed it because I wasn't really doing reviews at that time. But let's get closer to the box. And actually getting closer to the box, you see up top, it says Stone Cold Steve Austin. WWE Ultimate Edition, it says Steve Austin right there. See a picture of Stone Cold, all the accessories, which actually get into more detail with this actually. Ultimate articulation for authentic posability right there. That looks fantastic. And you see right there, WWE Stone Cold Steve Austin picture right there. Stone Cold Steve Austin. See him holding the blue championship. Stone Cold Steve Austin, greatest hits. And you see it says 6'2" from Victoria, Texas. Stone Cold Stunner finisher, 6-time WWE champion. The shattering of glass means only one thing: the Texas Rattlesnake is coming down the aisle, and he's got a Stone Cold Stunner ready for anyone even thinking about getting in his way, even and especially if it's his boss, Mr. McMahon, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold says so. And actually, that's actually the box, and they actually gave us the blue championship, which I'll get into more detail with that. But it's actually, I believe the blue championship was when he first actually introduced this, not after WrestleMania. It was blue, and I believe when Kane won it. So it was only blue for like 2 nights, and that was it. But I think they gave us the blue championship just to give us something different, because to be honest, they probably should have gave us the Smoke and Skull championship with this, or made it black. Dude, I don't know when the last time we actually got the Smoke and Skull championship, which I don't know when we're actually getting that with a new figure, because we haven't gotten that inside of a while, from what I believe. I can't remember the last time Mattel actually gave us that. So hopefully get that pretty soon. They gave us the Brown and Blue Championship, which actually wasn't even on TV. But let's open up the figure and get to the figure. Inside our box says Austin 316, and let me just flip it the other way. That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold says so. And actually looking at the Stone Cold Steve Austin figure straight up and down, the first thing I can say is that this body, probably the whole body, is too small for Stone Cold. And, you know, I kind of see what they were going for, but I just feel like the arm's too small, especially since what they gave us. I actually had that Walmart exclusive figure, which actually you can check that out. It's actually on my channel, the review of that. I actually had that Walmart exclusive figure, and it's just, the arms are just way bigger than this. They like pretty much double the size. That really won't hurt anything about this figure. I still absolutely love this figure. I mean, just fell over. This is still pretty much probably the best Stone Cold figure ever, to be honest. I mean, that, and well, maybe that one, but it's not really a ring gear. As far as the in-ring gear, this is probably still the best one from what I can see. Just all the accessories they come with. It's probably pretty much the ultimate Stone Cold Steve Austin that you can actually pick up and actually get. And actually, I mean, looking closer to the figure, I mean, the head sculpt is the same one on that new Walmart exclusive. The head sculpt is pretty cool. You see the body on it, just too small. Just to me personally, just too small, just to me. And you see, he gets the knee brace, the regular knee, gets the boots, the tattoo right there. So that's really, really cool on there, right there. You see the back of him, he gets to get the butterfly joints and stuff like that. Which I believe, wait, on these figures, did I have the butterfly joints in the original one? I can't remember, because I know the Ultimate Warrior ones, they actually just re-released, which actually is in a wave with this. They actually updated the butterfly joints, and he didn't have it at the original time. But on the Triple H I got upstairs, they didn't update the butterfly joints for some reason. Because I believe this is like Series 2 of the best of Ultimate Edition. I believe the Triple H and Bret Hart are Series 1, from what I believe, what I remember. But that was actually the figure, me looking at the figure. Next up, let's get into the accessories. And actually looking at all the accessories that he actually comes with. And let's start off with the shirt. Now, on the back of it, you see he has the Stone Cold logo. And not a Stone Cold, well, yeah, it's basically just the Stone Cold signature skull and everything like that. And the Stone Cold says right there on the back. You see, it's not Velcroed. Now, they actually started it with this one, and for some reason, they actually went away of this. I don't know why. I mean, it is kind of harder to get there on a figure, but at the same time, this is probably the best way to actually do it because it's more realistic. You have to get to put the stuff on the back and stuff like that. But they actually went away with it after this. See, it says Austin 316 on the shirt, then that on the back, which I don't know if the Austin 316 shirts had stuff on the back. I know the original ones didn't, but maybe these ones actually did. Had the Stone Cold and the skull on the back. You see it says trademark on it right there. It's trademark Austin 316. So that's really, really awesome and really, really cool right there on there. And actually get into his actual vest. Now this is the way I'll display this Stone Cold. I'll actually give that shirt to another Stone Cold of mine. Check out my channel. You see a short of what I'm actually going to be doing with all my Stone Cold figures. You see it says Austin 316 on it right there with the skull. And you see on the back it says 3-headed skulls. I believe this is from a particular event. I don't know if this is from WrestleMania 14, but I remember this from a particular event. Because I remember I seen a video or like pictures of like what all of his vests were actually from. Because they all were actually different. They all had like custom stuff on it for each one. I know the WrestleMania 19 says OMR, which is one more round. So that's really, really cool with the vest. You see it comes with chain right here. It's gold necklace, gold chain. So that's really, really cool. Detailing on it is really, really cool on this one as well. That's awesome right there. See that? And next up, let's get to this hat, which is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Right there. See the back doesn't says nothing. You see it has a skull with the red eyes on it. So that's really, really awesome as well. Definitely be putting it on a different Stone Cold figure with the clothes attire of Stone Cold, which I actually have upstairs. I only put out on this one. This will actually be in-ring gear Stone Cold Steve Austin. The microphone, signature microphone, of course it doesn't say WWF, says WWE with the scratch logo on it right there. That's awesome as well. This looks really, really cool. And I always love that detail. And it was like, you can press it on and off right there. That's really, really cool. And let's get into the hands next up. Now, of course, they can't give us middle finger hands because this is toy. This is a toy. It is for kids. So they give us the #1 hand right here, which on the other figure it makes sense. But for this one, he should have given middle finger, but he can't do that. So they give us #1 and another #1. I'll leave somebody make custom middle finger hands if you actually want to get that. I believe I've seen that somewhere, but if you actually want to get that, you got to get that custom made. Mattel probably never, ever do that. I don't see them actually doing that. There's pretty much no reason for do that. You see his fisted hands on here. He actually comes with mic holding hands on them, but that's actually fisted hands. Here goes another fisted hand right here for his actually right hand. And let's get into the championship. Now, I have the championship already. It actually came with my Triple H figure Ultimate Edition, but this is actually the blue one, which I actually really like the way this blue one looked, even though it really wasn't around at all. They do with the blue strap, but I do think this is really, really cool. And they actually had the original block WWF logo on it. When Stone Cold and Kane had it, it had the block logo instead of the scratch logo. But as you can see, yeah, it actually has the scratch logo instead of the block logo. And you see, looking at these two head sculpts, one is actually a determined one, mean looking face right here. That's really, really awesome, really, really cool. And actually the other one is actually a smiling, laughing face, like he's still Stone Cold Vince McMahon right there. And that was actually all of his accessories. And next up, we'll actually get into some posing. And actually wrapping this video up, I think it's a great Stone Cold Steve Austin figure right here. Even though the arms aren't big enough, I guess you could actually swap them out if they actually come out with a new Stone Cold Steve Austin figure. But I don't think the arms have ever been this small on a Stone Cold. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but the arms is just way too small. And if you look at the newer figures that actually come out with Stone Cold, they actually are not that small. But other than that, I think it's a really cool figure. I do think the torso is pretty accurate to what Stone Cold look like, even though it's probably smaller. I love the knee brace on. I love the tattoo detail. I love the blue championship. That's something different. All the accessories that come with, you can buy multiple of these and never, you can buy like 3 or 4 of these and never really run out of ideas of what you can actually do with the Stone Cold. I actually have them like this in my collection with the vest on. That's the most likely I'll have them like standing straight up and down, just like this with the blue championship. And yeah, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of this Ultimate Edition Stone Cold 2000 figure? What figures do you want them to actually re-release inside the line, inside the set? I think there's definitely a lot more coming re-releases. I don't know if they'll re-release the exclusive, which I actually will like that, just simply because we can actually get our hands on a Walmart, and well, Target is not that. Target is pretty easier than Walmart, but especially the Walmart Ultimate Edition is actually coming out. I don't know how people are going to be getting those, but tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.